welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been a while, but October has turned into a bit of a busy month for yours truly. And unfortunately, we can't run game without the DM, so we've had to take what is equating to be majorly a break from streaming and our game. But things are starting to calm down now, and we are going to get right back into it. When we last left this group, they were beset by flying horrors, as well as a Nosferatu and a vampire of some kind. Why he moved into the Temple of Saint Misano and what he had done to the place still remains to be a mystery. Before we start, I would like to thank our sponsor, D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com. As if you're looking for everything 5e in a wide repository of knowledge, all in a digital format, D&D Beyond is where you want to go. So, without further ado, party. When we last left you, people weren't feeling so hot.
Yeah, you could say that.
Matter of fact, I seem to recall having destroyed somebody's,
Or Artax.
yeah.
At least he didn't sink this time.
Yet.
Yet.
He's fixable. I have the technology and the know-how. I can do it.
Daft Punk starts playing in my head. So if memory serves, Val isn't looking too great. Monric is not looking too great. And Fred is, like, barely hanging on.
Yeah.
Reacclimating my brain.
Artax is in pieces.
Artax is in
I think
pieces.
all of us aren't doing too good.
I'm still sitting at half.
I'm about the same.
I'm feeling okay.
So we burn this place to the ground, yeah? Because if
The
that's the
I
first
mean-
room,
mostly of stone.
I volunteer to start the flame.
I
leftover
think
cooking
that-
oil if you'd like.
No. We can't burn a temple.
Fred, with the words of wisdom here, that I did forget this is actually a temple, not some devil worshiper place.
We have to cleanse it, not burn it.
I
I'm all out
mean,
of Lysol.
It's one of those
Fire is a
priests
cleansing
I didn't
method.
know. Wait.
this place killed my bird.
And I have a passion for destruction. So,
Should we see if there's anything here first?
Probably.
We've kind of only
Yeah,
walked
right.
into the first room.
I want to check out this desk in the corner. Is there anything in there?
There is not.
Okay.
You said the room to our left that had kitchen over the doorway? I feel like that's calling out to me.
And
I
then
don't
you
know why.
tried to get in there and then couldn't get in there because it seemed to be locked.
look.
Bugger.
Oh well. I mean,
I'm gonna rifle through the
I can
vampire's
unlock that.
pockets.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
what also kind of locked? Are these metal bars that I can heat up and maybe bend?
I'm proficient in thieves' tools and have them on me.
Oh, me too.
You can if you'd like.
I forgot about that.
I'm very
I'm
interested in that room.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the one that has your name on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, what do I have to roll to do that? Is thieves' tools
When I say
literally
that
roll?
Locked, I mean
Oh.
it's locked with a mechanism that you either A, haven't figured out, or B, can't see.
Out of
It doesn't
curiosity, can I
actually-
see into the room?
No. It is just labeled as kitchen.
If I go outside, is there a window looking into the room?
No, there is not.
Just break the window.
Wow, this kitchen must have some good stuff in it. It's
I'm-
literally under lock and key.
Seriously, like solid gold cutlery with like diamonds embedded.
Oh.
And I feel like I need to remind you that you walked 15 feet up a flight of stairs to get to this temple.
That's
Does-
all, everyone.
Does the dead vampire have anything of interest on them?
Can I take a fang from them?
Hold on. I
We're all
appreciate
very
your
eager.
enthusiasm. Please let me answer questions before you start saying other things. Orion, you find a crumpled letter.
What does it say? Or can I read it? It would be a better question.
What languages do you know?
I know.
You cannot.
I mean, I hold up the letter like this. Hold on. The crumpled note, and I'm like, can anyone read this?
Is it in Dwarven or Common?
No, it is not.
Is it in Draconic?
Then no.
Not.
Then no.
Oh wait, do I know because of do I know a little bit of vampiric because of where I work?
Yes, you do. And you are able to identify this as vampiric.
Beautiful. That's vampiric. Like I get like these like little pair of glasses and I put them on my face and I'm like, I know some of these words.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can know all of these words. If
Val,
no one here can read it.
Calix, you identify the words exile, forbidden, and ambassadors of night. And you recognize the name signed on the bottom of the note.
Yeah. Okay.
The name is Lord Karthus. And you know this because he is the current leader of the Ambassadors of Night.
Huh.
Does Val share any of this information?
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, it was exile,
Forbidden and
Forbidden.
ambassador of night.
All right. Well, I already knew this dude had been exiled, I'm pretty sure, right?
You did, because Kasanov told you.
Yeah. So
Followed
this
up
is
with, you should probably kill this man.
yeah, he's dead already. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically just like a love letter that says you are no longer allowed in locations. This has been signed by Sir Karthus. He's just been exiled, blah blah blah. You know, the formal restraining order do not enter.
The formal restraining order.
I guess I'll just
How
take
civil.
the letter, put it in my book, and did he have anything else of interest on them? Or
He
just
did
the letter?
not. It was
Okay.
just a letter.
Cool.
And from how it was crumpled, it was clear that it was done so in anger.
Mad baby vampire
As
boy.
if he might not be happy with the decision.
Okay, I will put that in my notes as angry, crumpled letter from vampire.
What was the vampire's name? Do we know? Do we know who this was or no?
This was Duck.
Yeah, this was Duck.
Oh, his
Duck.
name was not Duck!
I'm sorry. It's been a minute. That's
Oh.
the only name that came to mind. It was like,
Forgot
it's
this was
Duck.
Says Duck.
Yeah, it was also a little bit of like my fault too. I was given the
Says
name
Duck.
and I'm like, what, Duck? Huh? I don't know. So Duck kind of stuck. Sorry.
That was foul.
And here we go
Hey.
again.
I had hoped.
We have missed you, Maddie. We have some time to catch up on. I apologize.
I had hoped, and I perhaps I had hoped falsely that we would have been over this, but apparently not.
Quack.
So,
I mean, I did meet a great mathematician once who was doing some interesting works about ducks.
Oh, let's not start that.
Oh, but it's so good.
No, you sit that down. I deal with this enough on Mondays. Put it away.
But the duck power is mighty.
No, you suck that energy right back in.
No, I'm gonna egg him on.
No, Otter.
I'm not. You're good. I'll bring it up later.
Yeah, bring it up Monday or something.
Okay, so the path to our north and east, are they open? Are they blocked?
they are open, and I need the party to give me a perception check. Now that you've kind of settled in to try and figure out what it is that you're doing, I need a perception check. Wow,
Sure.
kitchen
Maybe we can find a key.
starting off strong.
I am
18.
going to do dancing lights so we can actually see a bit in here.
Sure.
Stay in the dice tray.
17.
Okay.
Orion was too busy casting dancing lights, so 4.
Fantastic.
Sorry, 5.
Everybody but Orion, you hear in the distance to the right hand pathway that was labeled, if I remember correctly, it was labeled priest and acolyte quarters. You hear what sounds like shuffling of somebody cleaning.
I mean, that sounds like it's just somebody doing their job.
Well,
I
we don't want
mean,
to mess
but
with
who's
them.
gonna keep doing their job when this is happening?
But I mean, if you're
Yeah.
serving overlord, are you really gonna clean?
Maybe they
Could
were
be
good enough at their
also-
job to be allowed to live.
Oh, fair.
And keep cleaning. Yeah, that's a job I'd want to keep doing if I was definitely good at it.
But
All
they may
right.
not know he's dead. They could be scared of him.
Well,
Well, I better not go first then.
I'm going to head towards the sound. Sure.
Fred will go as well.
While they investigate ahead for a moment, am I able to take one of Duck's teeth? The fang?
Ducks don't have teeth.
Thank you.
Take it, Bill.
Just the whole bill.
You could
Rip it right off.
take one of Sazdak's teeth. Yes.
Cool. Perfect.
But there is no dead duck here.
But we haven't gotten to the kitchen yet, so.
Oh
Don't count out the kitchen.
God. This
Amazing.
is why I nearly killed you guys last time.
Wait,
Because we're all
Didn't
dead
do
ducks.
it. I'm the one who went down.
so did Val.
Then I proceeded to headshot everything around me.
Oh, yeah, you did.
This is the reason why. Okay? And I can and will find something else to throw at you before y'all have taken a rest. Do not tempt me.
I will leave.
Alright. Fred. Please roll me a D100. Perfect. Sorry, I'm just jotting something down. Okay. Fred and Monric, as you approach, you see on the walls next to, like, on either side, what seem to be carved reliefs of pitched battles. And as you're looking at them, there are familiar faces that you would know from history. You know, whenever you had your schooling, the stories that you were told, these are familiar to you. Also,
Cool.
for the record, we are back to Theater of the Mind, so the map is not quite as important.
Okay.
Yeah, for a
Okay.
vague reference, but it is no longer important. And each battle, you recognize familiar shapes and faces. Like, you recognize Queen Rivelin, as well as the relief of Saint Misano and his Preservers of the Rose. You recognize a man who, at the time of these carvings, was merely a knight, and is now Knight Commander of the East Guard. And this is Knight Commander Danik. Although, in all of these carvings, he is merely a knight.
Get him when he was younger.
That's my boss. He's important.
Can we touch the carved reliefs?
Yes, you can.
I reach out and touch.
Are they still in good condition?
They seem to be grimy, but seem to be in good condition otherwise. Fred, please give me a wisdom saving throw. Excellent. Which one did you touch?
Saint Masano.
Okay.
No, Danik. Sorry.
Danik?
That's who I was talking about, so.
Yep. Hang on. Again, I'm taking notes as I'm doing this, so please bear with me. As you touch the relief of Knight Danik, everything around you fades, and instead you find yourself on a battlefield. Arrows seem to just pass through you, aiming for their trajectory, and you realize that you are locked into, well, not locked, but you are experiencing the battle as it is being told. And it tells of the heroic and masterful tactician that Danik is, showing how he circumvented an entire battalion by taking a small group behind enemy lines and taking out their leadership, causing the rest to surrender. He is known for his brutal efficiency on the field of battle. And it is demonstrated in this memory. As it fades, you find yourself perfectly fine. Well, maybe not perfectly fine, but no worse off than you were before. In this hallway.
Do we notice anything happening to Fred?
No, this seemed to be more of like an instantaneous thing. It would have felt longer for Fred, but She touches it, kind of stares off into the mid-distance, and then snaps back to attention kind of deal.
Pulls her hand back. Wow. That was cool, but scary. Uh, it
Yeah,
took
what
me.
happened?
I saw the battle. The air. It was really neat watching how he successfully. He was such a hero and how good he was. It just makes me admire him so much more. You should
Really?
try it. It's really neat. Scary.
I'm gonna walk up
Now
and
that I
touch
know that
it.
I'm safe here.
Are you touching Danik, Saint Misano, or Queen Rivelin? Because those are your 3 options.
Danik at the moment.
Give me a wisdom save, please.
Not even.
You reach out and touch it, and you experience the same memory. And it seems that what it is a visual story, like a visual way to tell a story. And
That's
you think,
awesome.
and you think by touching each of the reliefs that perhaps you will get a different story.
Yeah, I'm gonna get each of the stories. I like this. This is cool.
So now that you know what's going on, do you willingly surrender to the vision?
Yeah,
Okay. Queen Rivelin or Saint Misano first?
Saint Misano. It's his temple after all.
Sure. As you reach out and touch the relief of Saint Misano, it is one not of a pitched battle, but it is something more sedate and serene. As you watch, there is a man standing next to Saint Misano, and you hear talk. And please hold on, I need to pull this up so I can give you the right NPC name because I actually have a name for this NPC. Hold tight, please. But I gotta go digging back through an old Google Doc to go find it, so please bear with me. He is very clearly human, although he seems to be getting on in years. Standing next to the younger man, who you recognize as Misano. And then you watch as Queen Rivelin walks past you towards the pair where they stand beneath an arch of flowers. And as you're watching, you watch as Misano marries Rivelin to this older human man, who you find out that his name is Herc. And from history, you remember Herc is Queen Rivelin's deceased consort. Who passed from old age. But he was a man who loved his wife very much and crafted every single piece of armor she has ever worn on the field of battle. More than once, that armor has saved her life. Because he is not a fighter, he found ways to protect her in another manner. And of course, so
nice.
now you know all 4 of Rivelin's children are half-elves.
Cool. And what does Queen Rivelin's relief show?
Queen Rivelin's relief shows you again, once more, in a pitched, heated battle. But this time, you are right dead in the thick of things. She is like a whirling dervish as she moves in and out of combat. She flows like water and yet still wields with the strength of a falling rock. With a longsword and dagger in hand, she is lithe, athletic, and acrobatic all at the same time. She uses her opponents as springboards, flying over them, flying back from them, and never being able to be pinned down. You watch as Knight Danik arrives in the middle where she is fighting and stands back to back with her so that someone has her 6. And together they take on over 100 enemies by themselves. Danik is no slouch, and neither is she. And when they stand, bathed in the blood of those who would try to stop them, he shoves her out of the way as an arrow coming for her, which would have pierced her armor, pierces his armor instead, catching him in the shoulder. And that is where that story ends.
Cool. I'm going to enjoy working for Danik. Are there any more reliefs around the corner, or?
As you approach the corner, you remember the sounds of somebody cleaning that you heard?
Yeah.
You see a woman who is scrubbing at the reliefs, trying to clear the grime off. Although it does seem like she is now succeeding, but she is just muttering to herself. No, I know, Callus, but I have to clean them. That's what my job was. That's what my duty was. And just because he's here doesn't mean that it's going to stop. Even if nothing is coming clean. I can't believe that nothing is coming clean. It's so strange. It's like it's permanent. It's like somebody has smeared oil and oil paints and grease all over these, and I can't get them clean. They're not coming clean. No, Callus, you're wrong. They're going to come clean. They have to. This is my job. This continues on in this vein. She is clearly talking to somebody that none of you can see.
I feel like around now is when Orion is catching up with their dancing lights coming down the hallway. Hearing this, I'm going to kind of look at them, look at the statues, and just see if I can prestidigitate one of them clean to see if it works.
Give me a spell check DC, please, Orion.
Wait,
So that'll be a D20 plus your spell modifier, please.
my attack bonus?
No, because you don't get proficiency for this. This is literally just going to be.
So this would just be intelligence plus the d20.
Yes.
Okay.
17, 22.
Okay. You get only a small section of it clean. It seems to be resistant at first, and then you watch as that cleanliness kind of starts to spread, but it is very slow. Whatever Sazdak did here is having some very lingering effects.
I'll bet that kitchen sink is full.
Oh. I mean, we could try burning the grime off.
It's stone, so I mean, meh.
Yeah, should be fine. A little soot wouldn't hurt it.
Fred's gonna approach the woman.
Okay. Fred, give me a perception check, please. Okay. She seems to be ignoring you for now.
Out of curiosity, I cast mending on a section of the wall.
There's nothing broken, so there is no effect.
Okay.
I will join Fred over at this mumbling woman and see if I can get her attention.
Give me a perception check, please. Orion?
Ooh, that's better than my first one. 15 plus 2, 17.
Perfect.
Better than mine.
You notice along her neck, on the side that you can see, is a series of puncture marks. Spaced about the width of somebody's incisors.
Excuse me, hello. Any response?
She doesn't stop scrubbing, but she turns to look at you. Oh, Callus, look. There's new feeding stock. Maybe he's tired of me. Oh, we could only hope that he's tired of me.
If you're talking the weird fellas that were here, I don't think they're an issue anymore. But I don't think he'd like biting me.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I just try to do what I'm told when I'm told, and then he doesn't get angry. And then if he's not angry, then he's kinder, and I don't feel so woozy all the time. Her hands have not stopped. But she is managing to clean these reliefs, because again, whatever seems to have been corrupting this temple seems to be clearing almost on its own.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, well, his name is Callus, and he is my friend. Hey, Otter, give me an Arcana check, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Would you like some help
Can
with
I
your
help
cleaning?
him?
Hang on. Oh, if you would be so kind as to help me clean, yes, please. There's a lot of reliefs in this temple to clean, and they've gotten so dirty, and I was just one person, and I couldn't keep up, and I tried my best, but oof.
That
Oh,
Arcana check was a 12 plus 7. So,
19.
19.
Okay.
Hey, you don't need any help.
I mean, you can help if you want. It could be higher.
You want some guidance, my man?
Could be, but 19's gonna do it. So, you're pretty sure this woman is suffering from a form of madness.
How long have you been here? How long has this been going on?
Oh, the days kind of all blurred together. 2 weeks? 3? 2 months? Maybe a year? I don't know. And then she bursts out laughing like somebody has said something funny. But nobody has said something funny.
Well, I'm going to set about helping her clean the wall, just because this is kind of important.
Okay.
I
This
don't know
time,
how else to help her.
this time because you are steeling yourself against the vision so that you can clean without being interrupted. They do not tell you the story. However, these are they look to be relatively newly carved, as in they're not quite as worn as if people were touching them all the time. Um, and they hold an image of two younger knights that you're not entirely familiar with at this point.
I'll try and remember who they are, but
Go ahead and give me a history check, please, sir. Because you have met them, it's whether or not you remember because the story. Oh God. Okay. Yep.
21.
Yeah. Uh, you recognize them as Nani and Virgil Kensington.
So influential young knights,
Yeah.
up and comers.
Although it looks like this might have been from their time as squires.
Cool.
But give me a Constitution saving throw. Perfect. You are able to apply sufficient elbow grease to continue cleaning.
Cool.
But yes, she continues to clean and continues to talk to somebody that nobody else can see. Orion, you're pretty sure this woman was used as a feed bag, unwillingly.
Mm-hmm.
And something probably happened along the way, hence why she is now suffering from madness. What is left of her tattered robes shows that she was an acolyte of the Temple of Saint Masano. So she was here when this guy showed up. And out of all of them was the one that basically was chosen to remain. And to be fair, they thought anybody who would have been left here would have been dead by now. So that is why you had no knowledge of this acolyte, who also has not given you her name despite being asked.
Hmm.
Should we just tell her the door is open and she can leave?
I feel like she'd be too frightened to try and leave on her own.
Or wait by
I
the
think
door?
she
We'll go with her?
probably needs professional help, which is, I don't think, any of us. Although if we could find a priest of Masano to come and reclaim the temple, that might help.
Orion, she seems to answer you. Ask her if there's other people here.
No, there is no other people here, just me and Callus. And the 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 Lord and his weird, strange, pale friend and the flying things.
They're they're gone now.
They'll be back.
Not this time.
Others have said the same thing and then they came back.
Where do they come back from?
deeper in the temple. They seem to have set up themselves a room in there, and I think they took over the head priest chamber because it was the biggest one outside of the temple area. And well, yeah.
Can you show us this area?
No, I have to keep cleaning. Have to get these statues clean. Have to clean them. They have to be.
You know, we ran into the master for a moment, and he said that the cleaning lady would give us the nickel tour. Would that be you?
I don't know about any cleaning lady. Was, still am, maybe. I am an acolyte of Saint Masano. I am my duty. I cannot stray from what the priest has assigned me. Must keep working.
Can you just show us the direction to go?
There are only so many pathways. It's not a place that you can get lost. She's not saying this to be rude, but it is clear that based on her trauma, she has retreated to only focusing on one thing. And your presence is not making this easier on her.
Well, perhaps we'd better find this room.
Guess we'll leave you and Callus to your work.
And then she continues her mumbling about needing to get it clean and talking to Callus.
Well, before we walk away, Orion is going to crouch down. Is she? You said the floors, yes, or is she standing working on the statues?
She's kneeling, working on the bottom part of a statue.
Orion will crouch down to get eye to eye level. When we're done looking into what's transpired here, I would like to hear about your friend, if you would go outside for a walk with us.
If everything is clean, then perhaps, but I must clean. Get this so dirty, it's so dirty.
Like I said, when we're done looking into things here.
I heard there's a large mess in the kitchen. We'd be happy to take care of that.
Oh, no mess. The kitchen was closed off because something tried to attack the master in the kitchen, and he broke the mechanism to open the door, and I am not the person to fix it.
Where would that mechanism be? So we can avoid it?
The mechanism was in the desk.
I'll never touch that desk. You have my word.
She continues to clean. No,
You
Cal.
can open the desk.
Totally just back scoot over to the desk. I'm gonna start searching the drawers, look under them if necessary.
Give me a perception check.
I'm running with you.
Alright. I may have put Artax on the desk earlier, just as a safe place to keep them. Oh no. That is not a very good perception roll.
Kitchen, you want to also give me a perception check, please?
Yeah, I guess I oughta.
Can I do investigation instead, actually?
In a second.
Okay.
Kitchen, you move Artax carefully and gently to the floor and realize that the desk seems to have been smashed in two at some point and has been carefully put back, resting against itself. And now you can roll an investigation check, Eugen.
Would you like guidance?
I have a +7 on my investigation. I still only got an 11.
Well, I haven't told you whether it's succeeded or failed, so
This is very true.
But can I? I'm gonna cast guidance on you, and just give you a little extra love.
go ahead and roll that d4. Okay. You slowly move the desk apart and find what seems to be a intricate chain and pulley system that had been hidden within the desk. And it looks like it connects to pieces in the wall, and you would assume that it connects door to the kitchen.
Should we yank it?
You want to give me another investigation check, Eugen? You're an artificer, my dude.
Oh my god.
Well, apparently you just like rolling 11s tonight.
It's a good number.
Yes,
It's a
it
solid
is.
one.
Nice round number.
You're starting to sort through the wires and the pulleys and the chains, attempting to figure out exactly how this thing worked. And you seem to realize that it's missing 4 gears to work. So not only did this man smash the mechanism, but he seems to have taken gears to make it work.
Examining the space that those gears would fit into, and not wanting to really have to search the rest of the place at this moment. Would any gears that I built Artax out of be able to fit in there?
No.
Okay.
It seems to be designed that the only way that it's going to work is with a proprietary gear. In so much as it links properly to the chains to pull them, it winds properly with the wires on certain pulleys. It is a very specific set of gears that you did not use for Artax.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not forcing you to look through the rest of the temple. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can maybe just keep your eyes open and
Yeah. Fully agree. Same to everybody else. We'll fill them in when we go back down the hallway.
that'd be fantastic. I guess we'll just join the others then.
Sure. So while they're dealing with the desk, Orion, you have moved on past the acolyte who is cleaning. And you find yourself in what appears to be a large bunk room. It seems that a lot of the other acolytes would have slept here. Many of the possessions have either been strewn about, or it looks like something has been packed in haste. Perhaps they realized something bad was going on and basically just packed and got the hell out of Dodge. Grabbed what little worldly possessions they owned and left. And others looks like it's been rifled through. You find a small pile of bones,
Okay.
and not that you can smell it, but the others would smell the rotting meat left on some of these bones. The way that they have been broken and gnawed on, you're pretty sure that the flying horrors had taken up residence in here.
Fun. I'm gonna scan around the room a little bit and see if there's anything worth looking at while we're in here?
There doesn't seem to. But give me a perception check just in case.
Three.
A whole 3?
That is a natural 1 plus 2.
Yikes. No. Nothing seems to catch your eye.
What a lovely room of death.
Pretty much. There are 2 doorways leading out of this room. Both are labeled. One is labeled priest's quarters. The other is labeled temple floor.
I would like to check out the priest's quarters.
You, sir, are still dealing with the desk.
Gotcha.
Sure.
Okay, sorry
So,
about
and you and Kitchen have caught up to the rest of the party.
I guess I'll stick my nose into, like, the room looking into the temple floor.
Okay.
Idea you had a nose.
Because that was the other conjoining room from the entryway, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's with
this room seems to have taken on almost a macabre operating room. Like somebody was conducting experiments and testing in that. They've basically desecrated the temple floor.
Can I make out what kind of experiments they were trying to figure out? Is it like arcane experiments or like not arcane experiments?
They seem to be modern science, or what would pass for modern science in a medieval setting.
Oh, then I definitely have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
It's alchemy!
Pretty much. You do notice a large, hefty book that seems to be locked. And it is seated on what seems to be a makeshift desk, although it looks like it is merely a door set upon a couple of sawhorses. And no, Mom, I'm not throwing shade at Dad's desk downstairs. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My whole brain just was like, at one point, my desk was a folding table that the legs broke off of that was sitting on like 2 shelving units. Like 2 little nightstands.
Sure, but at least it was originally a table.
For weird things made out of doors, my stepdad's basement, the entirety of the walls are made out of oak doors.
What? Why?
I had no idea it was like that when he bought the place.
Okay.
Can we pick up the book?
I was gonna say, you're putting a crazy weird book in front of Orion, they're gonna go walk over and check it out.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know
Yep.
exactly what I just put in front of you, Otter. Okay.
Before I attempt to open it,
Yeah.
I am just going to, like, touch the book.
For a moment, everything seems to stand still as your hand slowly reaches out to this book. It has writing on it that you are now recognizing as vampiric. And as your fingers slowly graze the leather cover, nothing happened. The fucking book.
Hey, you never know.
I know.
Well,
And
it
so sometimes it's fun to build up suspense for
Yeah,
no reason.
no. Hey, many years of many different types and flavors of games have told me if there's a thing sitting on a pedestal, however makeshift it is, by itself in a room, use caution.
There is for those that have a sense of smell, there is a lingering smell of blood. And you think that if emotions had a scent, that it would probably be very similar to pain and suffering.
And you said this book was locked, yeah?
It appears to be locked.
I see if it's actually clasped. I open the first page. Or at least open the book. Sitting here with my
And
book.
please be careful.
It seems as though it was just a very simple faux lock. You know, the kind that you would see on a child's diary that you just kind of like press a little lever and it opens.
Or you just push the lock and the clasp isn't wide enough to hold on and it opens anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was just a cheap one of those I'm going to fool people into thinking this is locked so they don't touch it. As you open it, there are ramblings, and I need to remind myself what languages you speak.
Common, Elvish, Primordial,
And
and Infernal.
Okay. This one in particular starts off written in Primordial.
Lovely.
And it is it seems to be a
Dear Diary.
Today, I saw my crush.
no, oh my god, can I please
Yeah,
every
go
time
ahead.
I talk, it is making it difficult for me to formulate the English words that I need to give you.
Okay, so it's in Primordial. I'm ready.
Seems to be.
Okay. So what it basically boils down to is it starts off as a ledger of sorts, detailing exactly who Sazdak killed and for what member of the of the Ambassadors of Knights head council. It is clear that for a while Sazdak was a well respected assassin. And as you continue to flip through, every section that is written in Primordial is a section that is solely dedicated to who he killed, why he killed them, how he killed them, and what he took as a souvenir. I'm not saying this man may have been a borderline serial killer, but this man may have been a borderline serial killer.
Okay, so you said the stuff that is written in Primordial, so there's also pages that are written in the Vampiric, and then just the two, or is there any more in there?
There is also pages written in Infernal, and this is the
Ooh.
ones that catch your attention, Orion. These detail a list of experiments that he was attempting to reverse to reverse vampirism, which currently, as it stands, is not a curse, it is not a disease, it is quite literally a change in race. You will maintain the features and some traits of what you were before becoming a vampire, but for the most part, the bite is a permanent change that cannot be undone. killing the sire does not turn them back into, whatever race they were before. But he details that he hypothesized that starving a vampire long enough will render them feral. And if you can continue to starve them without killing them, that there is a chance that they might be able to be reverted back to what they were previously. Unless they are born a vampire, and in which case, that's a whole nother story, because you can't change what you were to begin with. However, these hypothesi and other information are rambling and almost seem like they are the ravings of a madman. And then you hit a section that is written entirely in common. And it is at this point that Kitchen and Yugen catch up with the party.
Just as we're going, I'm keeping an eye out for any gears.
Give me a perception check, please, sir.
The one time I want it to be good, it's good!
You find one of the gears in the room that the flying horrors had taken up residence in.
I'll just like show it to you and be like,
Character, why are you guys trying to keep the mechanism to get into the kitchen a secret? Why must we be sneaky and go? I'm
We're
just
trying
curious.
not to interrupt.
it's called excitement. You ever hang out with
Found a
friends and open a
puzzle.
Kinder Egg and you get something really cool and you're left speechless? Happens all the time.
Yeah, no, I do actually get it.
Yeah.
Well,
Calling
I
me
mean,
out
I
like
get
that.
that scenario, but this is the
All right,
back at
Potter,
Alex. I
are
don't
you
know.
ready to find out what is written in common?
Orion notices none of you come into the room. They are entirely engrossed in going through this tome.
Written in common in a completely different handwriting. To anyone who finds this book after his untimely demise,
Let's see.
Thank you.
what is happening here is a travesty of the highest regard. However, we typically do not kill one of our own. Should you have dealt with him and his starving monstrosity, then consider yourself in my debt. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. Other way around. Consider me in your debt.
You
This
did this thing and now you owe me.
No, that was sorry, that was
Nope,
it's
nope.
been a long day.
I knew where you were going. I knew where you were going, so they will be indebted to us for taking care of this issue.
Yeah. It is only good for a single request, should it be in my power to give it.
Is there a name? Or is this
Hang
just a sentence? Oh, there's more.
No,
Okay.
There's more. What he tried to do is the ravings of a madman. He sacrificed many of our people for this cause, and it has resulted in his permanent exile and banishment from our ranks. Should you need to find us, all you will need to find is a shield with a raven. It will not be obvious. It will not be easy to find. However, you will be able to find it if you need it. yours for one favor. Lord Carthus. Duke of Clydon.
Spell that name
Duke
for me.
of where?
Clydon. Clydon.
Perfect. I'm taking this book. I think I know why our friend was exiled now. Closing the book, realizing that there's other people here.
What did he do?
It seems he was experimenting on their own kind, on vampires.
Why? Why would he be doing something like that?
Seeing if he could somehow cure one that had been afflicted with vampirism by starving them, it would seem, to a point of madness.
I've never heard of that. I don't think it would work.
I mean, folks have done weirder things in the name of medicine. I mean, God, you used to believe that sickness and ailments came from the stars and miasma. Weirder things have been done in the name of medicine or research, I guess.
Wonderful.
I also just really like the word miasma. It's a fun word.
I also like the word miasma.
And that is an actual thing. People used to believe the alignment of the stars and the planets and ill winds would bring sickness and disease.
You know, well, it doesn't get us any closer to finding the master's bedroom, so perhaps we'd better get on with that.
And does the name Lord Carthus mean anything to anyone here?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Can
Quick history check.
Sure, anybody can roll a history check, but everybody but Val is doing it at disadvantage.
Oh.
Alright.
How?
Sorry, I almost lost my dice. I don't even know what my history is. Hold on. I rolled without even looking. 0, so 18.
with a +7, that's a 9.
Fred, you seem to recall something about a Lord Carthus, but maybe you're misremembering a Lord Salvatore, who was actually in your town for a good while you were there. I believe it was Ravenford you're from, yes? That you were calling home?
I'd have to double check. I don't remember. Good enough.
Anyway.
No, I was from Crown.
Yes, but where were you calling home until you started adventuring with these party? Was it Ravenford or Throats?
Ravenford.
So he stayed in Salvatore stayed in Ravenford for almost 6 months, which was a really big deal because he is one of the nobility and the nobility don't typically move outside of their own holdings for no reason. So, him being there for 6 months was a very big thing. And you think maybe he might have mentioned Sir Carthus, or not Sir Carthus, Lord Carthus in passing, but you don't remember. Eugen, you have no idea. The only person in the party that for sure can say, yes, I know who Lord Carthus is Val. And I have a feeling he's not talking.
Just like, I'll let him think really hard on it. When I start seeing smoke, then I'll be like, no. I'll just wait and see if anybody speaks up.
Do I notice that Val seems to be...
I'm probably just leaning against the wall, like, the
Okay.
shoulder, arms crossed, watching.
I guess what I'm asking, would I have seen the recognition on Val when I said the name?
No.
No. Okay. Well, it would
I think
seem...
I've heard of the name, but I'm not sure who it is.
It would seem that this Lord Carthus was not a fan of this fellow, and I found a passage towards the back of the book stating that if we were to find this book and take care of this problem, we would be owed a debt from Lord Carthus in the way of one request, if it is within their power.
Request or a favor?
Yes.
Hmm.
Otter doesn't remember the exact word used, but Orion does.
Oh, I'm saying it more as a statement. A request, a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Really depends on what we ask. Hmm.
Also, he killed a lot of people. Flip back open the book and start pointing to all of the pages in Primordial. I don't know if anyone...
understand it.
You understand it?
Yeah, it's because of my race. I know.
Yeah, this is a list of people that it would seem he killed and took trophies of.
Wow.
Terrible.
For ambassadors of night, I believe is what it said.
That was
I
on
work
your
for the ambassadors of night, don't
crumpled
I?
note.
Yes, you do.
And him keeping a statement is not a good thing, right?
No, it is not.
Can I see the book for a moment, Orion?
You're not going to burn it, are you? There's a lot of interesting, weird research in here I'd like to write down somewhere safe before it's destroyed. If you tell me you're not going to light this on fire, I will hand you the book.
I will not light this on fire.
Do I believe you?
Yeah, I was going to say, are you lying, Val? Do you need to roll a deception
I'm not lying at the moment. I will not burn it immediately.
That's a lot of insight. That's 24.
Fine. I will throw a deception out.
25, sorry.
Here.
25.
Fucking hate this dice tray. What is it?
The last time you touched any book in my hands, it was tried to be lit on fire.
Well, I will. I'm throwing. I say I throw out a deception, but no, I am telling the truth in this moment that I am not going to burn this book. And I will tell the DM right now what I am planning to do with this book is look at all of the pages that have any source of information that says what has been, who he has killed, what he has kept, whatever. Is it all one section of said book that has that? Or is it strewn across pages?
It is strewn across pages, but it does not overlap with other entries. So any of his
Like
funky
experiments?
research information
Hmm.
is on a completely separate page
Okay.
from the primordial. Like everything that was primordial is written on a completely separate page.
So
Okay.
each page, depending on what is on it, is it a different language to differentiate them from the other things?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if Val seems to be being honest, I will hand Val the
You know
book.
what I'm gonna do? Actually, right now. So okay. I have the book. If you want things written down, come with me now. Basically. Whatever flat surface, I don't care if we're going back to the desk, I don't care if we're going somewhere else. We're not like no bed, no anything like that. And I am taking the time to flip through this entire fucking book with Orion so he can write down what he can. And then as we proceed, I am ripping out the page and burning it. Every single page if we have to.
Wait. What in particular are you trying to burn in this book? Because I feel like you're trying, like,
The moment I
what
see
shouldn't
you
be
writing
here?
down anything that has to do with the person that he killed, I am quickly taking the page and burning that. I am making it very obvious and very quick.
Okay, so just so I'm aware, you're burning every single page written in primordial. Yes?
Yeah.
Can I check the back of the
Except,
page
hold on,
first?
I'm not done. No, I'm not. Sorry, once we get to the end of the book where it says we are owed something from Karthus, I am taking that page out, I am folding it up, and I am putting it in a pocket.
Because the entire book is not written in primordial.
All right, we're going around. Who knows what language?
The only thing that is written in primordial is the list of things that he has done in service to the ambassadors of night. Like this is his kill count.
Perfect. Orion, I'm burning those.
Okay, so I can't write
Anything else
down
I
the
don't.
primordial stuff, but I can write down everything else.
Yeah, write down in whatever. Yeah, I see you writing these. No, these are a no.
How
Everything
many
else, I don't care if
languages do
you know.
you know how to read?
I know how to read this, and some of the
Cool.
vampiric and common.
Um,
Anything here, you know what? I'll even say anything that mentions fucking of night. I fucking can't forget that. I can't. I suddenly don't know how to
Ambassadors.
read. Ambassadors. Anything that has. I'm sorry, that word just left in my dictionary. Anything that has to do with the ambassadors of night. Prefer if you didn't written down. I mean, I can't plan and hope that you had written down.
scribble.
I'll answer
Flips a
another one of
couple
your questions
pages
if you
back.
write nothing to do with the ambassadors of night. I will answer another question for you.
Flips back a couple pages. Scribbles something out and just writes AON instead of the full name. That could mean anything, and it's written in 3 different characters from 3 different languages. I don't think anyone's going to know what that means, but the full name is no longer in my notes.
Okay. I will accept that.
And I will try and take like cliff notes of the ramblings of the research. I would say I'd try and sneak in 1 or 2 of the names on the list from things being killed, but with Val over my shoulder, I'm not going to try it. So...
Also, I mean, the names mean nothing to you, and the names actually don't even mean anything to Val either. Because...
Oh, no, I just know that it's a kill count, and if somebody finds this, then that's tied to that. And
yeah,
I'm tied to that.
I understand.
And I want to live my life, thanks.
It's just, it's one of those, like, they're old names. Like, this guy is clearly an old vampire before you took him out.
Yeah, that's okay.
And this time, if you're giving me another question, I am going to preface the fact that I will state I am asking said question, so you know when that is happening.
Okay. But I also mean, like, as long as you say, I'm asking the question, not, can I ask you a question? Because yes is the answer, there is your question.
Yes, no. Because of what happened last time, I will be specifying when I'm going to use my allotted question. I will make sure it is stated so that a random
I
conversation
am specifying
sentence.
that I am phoning said friend. Okay.
Yes. I had
Got
good
it.
questions, and you threw me such a curveball last time. I'm making sure I specify.
Smart.
Yes.
I know, I'm pulling out the lawyer in Orion. I'll see the 50-page, like, requisite by tomorrow, probably.
God. So, while we're doing this, what is the rest of the party doing? Because I'm sure this will not just take a minute or so.
No, this will take a bit.
I'm looking for the crypt or whatever it is where they were respawning from, because I don't want these guys to come back.
You can give me an investigation check, please, sir.
Sure. While you're doing that,
I
just keep
use
an eye out for any
perception
like oddly
instead.
placed gears.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, but because you know that there is something you're looking for, I will give it to you with advantage. And you find a hidden door in this area on the far wall from the door that you came in from. You press in one of the bricks and then you hear the grinding and shifting of stone as it moves to the side, revealing a staircase down. It is clear that this would have been used as a mausoleum crypt for those who were at one point um acolytes or priests, and this is where they've been interned for their service.
Cool. Head down there.
Don't go alone.
You're welcome to come. We need to make sure these guys don't come back, though.
If there's more down there, I'm not going to survive.
I'll do my best to keep you from any additional harm.
Okay.
Am I seeing you guys going down the secret passage?
Oh yeah, I'm not being hidden about it or anything. If you want to
Uh,
come, you're welcome to come.
Yeah, I probably should, given how Fred's looking.
Oh.
And besides, your pieces that you're looking for might be down there.
Get out of the way! No.
Hey, Fred, before you go down, let me I can throw my last spell slot out to heal you up a little bit.
Would you?
So roll a d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, sir.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna do that for me. Oh, nice. And my spellcasting modifier is a 7, so that's 15.
I'll take it.
You got more
That now
hit points than
puts
me
me at
now.
that now puts me at 16. That's fun.
Rough.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Then I'm gonna take a minute to focus on my armor to do my maker thing to increase my AC by 1 for an hour. And then I'm gonna follow them down the stairs.
Also, just before we go down the stairs, gears around?
Oh yeah, investigation check in this room.
You find another one.
Ooh!
Yeah.
I want that secret boss.
The secret boss.
Yeah.
Orion, we're heading down here when you and Val are done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. It's like two nerds going at homework really hard.
Except one of them is lighting all of the notes on fire, while the other one is frantically taking notes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You've got 30 more seconds on this page.
Apologies. Keep RPing. I'm going to be right back.
Guys, these stairs go down a long way.
There's something going on down here.
Can I just
But
say how
no,
weird
Fred, you'll be just
she's
fine.
gotten up?
We'll take care of you.
What?
What?
What'd you say, Q?
Me?
I said, Fred will be just fine. We'll take care of you.
Completely non-related D&D talk. G Fuel has a candy corn powder now.
Oh, that's so gross.
My brain is telling me that's fucking disgusting.
That's vile,
But my
dude.
brain is also like, you like candy corn though. I like
gross,
candy
too.
corn.
You're gross.
What is G-corn?
How do you not like candy corn?
Because it's gross.
You're gross.
It is
Candy
gross.
corn doesn't
You're
have a
gross.
flavor. It's just wax.
No, it's not. It has
It's
flavor.
sugar.
Yeah.
It's
It's
sugary
gross.
wax.
Colored sugar.
Is
Smeared
everybody
wax.
in
I
here
agree,
against
it's
candy
disgusting.
corn? Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Oddly enough,
Yeah,
I do
pretty
like the
much.
little candy pumpkins.
The pumpkins are good.
Oh, I
Candy
hate
I've
those.
ever
corn.
seen
Those
in my
are the
life.
worst.
Corn.
Disgusting.
three
You should
colored-
eat of yourself.
I can't
Okay,
fucking believe
raise your hand if you like candy corn.
I can't fucking believe it.
Okay.
I can't fucking. I'm leaving. I'm gone.
Don't forget your
Ripcord.
candy shit.
Now listen
I don't-
here, you motherfucker.
Hey, you know why you like it? There's sugar, corn syrup, salt, sesame oil, honey, artificial flavor, and food coloring.
Which
Ooh.
sounds like nice things.
Only corn
right?
in candy corn is corn
I
syrup.
can't fucking believe it.
Fucking
I came
gross.
out here to have a good time, and I'm honestly feeling so attacked right now.
I was gonna post like a funny little thing I made, but now I'm. It's
So,
more with candy corn.
you know, internet algorithms and listening software is crazy. The first time you ever told me about that company, Q, you mentioned the name of the company once.
Now I'm
And
like, what company?
the G Fuel.
Oh yeah.
And the
Oh.
next day, every single website I went to had ads for G Fuel on it. It took you mentioning it once for all of a sudden for ads to be everywhere on my computer.
Gamer Fuel.
Energy drink? Gotcha.
It's like I replaced my for energy drinks. I drink a lot of energy drinks, so I'm like, one of these, less money in the long run. So I have like 4 flavors. The watermelon one though, addicting. I fucking can't stop.
Are they still
Love
really sweet?
artificially
Like,
flavored watermelon stuff.
No, some are sour and some are sweet. Like I've got
sour. Energy
sour.
drink.
I have sour blueberry and cherry, and you can make like blue raspberry. It's really good actually, but you have to get 2 to make the one. But I think that's fun. And then I have like a white freezy kind of flavor and the watermelon flavor, and I'm like, the watermelon
What
flavor.
is a freezy flavor when it's not a freezy?
vodka drink, and it's really good.
She has a point.
Fair enough, Mama Bear.
Blue Freeze. It's really good. Tastes like blue freezies.
Good to know.
We drank them all summer. It was really good.
I ate too many banana candies.
I'm not sure what to RP in this instance because I feel like Orion is just frantically writing as much information as they can before Val takes the page away?
I know. I'd at least give you like a second. I know you absolutely will go feral on me if I burn this, and I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm tired.
I will go feral?
Yeah.
You know what? I, for one, would like to see a feral Orion.
I believe it. I'll burn down a library, and I'm sure it'll happen. Listen.
We'll actually
It's
see
not beneath
Orion's
me to do it.
expression change somehow.
The porcelain
Face
just
painted
starts
porcelain.
grinding and shifting
Just
into a frowny
grinding.
face. And that
Just-
is the moment I use Modify Memory to be like, you were sorry about what you did, and you were going to tell the authorities that you burned down the library, and you're very sorry about what you did.
Oh, man.
No.
The one time Orion uses it maliciously is just like, that's
Turn
uncalled
yourself into the
for.
police.
Turn yourself in.
Fuck. Everyone in Direbear needs to go home. Is this what I'm hearing?
What happened?
Fucking JT!
What?
I can't believe I'm fucking singled out. I can't believe this.
Maddie likes them. I
Oh,
remember you and her all the time.
yeah.
you guys want me to get
Barn.
you at
Best
Halloween.
time of fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Can't fucking believe this.
My problem with that picture of making your own candy corn is half of them are backwards.
Oh yeah, I don't like that either.
But it would work.
No. Not candy corn.
Cut them the other way.
I feel so betrayed. Have to
I
ask my
know.
partner
It just
now.
came up in when I searched on the ingredients for candy corn.
You know, I love that this was a, hey, RP amongst yourself, and now it's just like a, fuck candy corn.
Oh. God.
Maddie comes back, so what have you been doing? We've been talking shit about candy.
We've been making Val very upset.
God. About to burn this whole book. About giving Orion the chance to write.
I mean, technically, above board game-wise here, Orion has keen mind. So for the next 30 days, I can tell you in detail everything in the book.
Well, that's okay. I'll be around for the next 30 days.
Yep. Orion even starts to say something about it. You just hear a gun cock in the background.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, direct-
I suddenly have lost my train of thought.
A weird fact about Calix, in a canon AU, he's actually very good at math. For no reason. He just is. If he actually applied himself, he'd probably do absolutely great in school. He probably could have done great, but now he's just a delinquent.
I have a question about
Daddy
Calix.
issues. Yes.
Tell us more about all of the animals you have at home. You said you
Alex?
had... Yeah! You said
Oh,
your
yeah.
significant other and you had all sorts of pets. What kind of pets you got?
There are 2 cats.
Because I can
And
ask now,
a dog.
because
you
if I
can.
ask as Orion, that's a waste of a question, but this doesn't
It really is. What the fuck? I have 2 cats, a dog. One's name is Princess because of his sister.
Mhm.
And the other one is I think Lex. Don't quote me. And then
Okay.
his partner has the dog.
And now a tiny
It-
velociraptor.
And now a Velociraptor. Can't wait for her to grow up. Indigo living her best life in that bag until she can't fit.
I kind of just want to, like, mental picture a velociraptor growing up around cats. So when it gets bigger, you come home and just find it in like weird parts of the house, like climbed
On
up
top
into
of the
like
fridge. You know.
yeah, just places you wouldn't think to find a velociraptor.
Exactly.
I went to move my character and I moved part of the D instead.
You broke the door.
You broke the D.
So sorry about that, guys.
Oh, welcome back. We have had a roller coaster of conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
boy.
like
Yep.
candy
Yeah.
corn?
Me? Yes.
Yeah. Good. Perfect.
Told you.
Everyone else doesn't.
You didn't trust
except
me.
us.
You are the only two here who like it.
What the fuck?
This does not surprise me. Every time Halloween rolled around, we'd go to Bulk Barn and buy an ass ton of candy corn.
Fuck. I'm gonna go on my next day off.
Cody, my
Candy
God.
Hell,
I need it out of
Cody.
spite.
I had to.
God.
Aw.
I was speeding through that so fast. I was like, I need to get this done before Maddie gets back.
Being bullied. Being party bullied right now. I can't believe it. Yes, you know what? It doesn't even matter if all of you hate candy corn. My partner likes it, and I don't care otherwise.
Well,
Perfect.
you can also look at it this way. None of us like it, so there's more for you.
Exactly.
Well, I guess at our next
Picture
party,
Kitchen
all I'm
low-key
serving
looks
is
like
candy
an evil
corn.
Mario.
Even if I don't like it, I still bought it for use too.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn right you did.
And that's when we employ Yugen with his science brain to create and make candy corn, or what looks like candy corn, but is a different kind of candy. So you can come with a bag of candy corn, but it's like caramels or something.
That'd be good.
No!
Okay, I closed it. I'm not making any more.
Yeah. No, I did not recognize Kitchen at first. Low-key just looks like an evil Mario.
It was like,
I like
I
it.
thought it was like
So-
Waluigi, but you fucked with the colors.
He does look like Mario. God damn it.
So you said that, and I looked at the photo, and all I read the text above Val is like, wow!
Aww.
Abia.
Oh, okay. Okay, you guys are going downstairs. I'm frantically taking notes. Let's do the thing.
All right. So as you head down, you find what you find is a crypt, like I had said. It seems to be. I love that somebody is marking things on my map. I love it a lot.
It's been helpful, frankly. I like it.
Then please, by all means, continue.
That was you.
It was definitely not me. I've been a little bit too busy, being the DM.
It's been me.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm not throwing shade. I do love it. Words are hard. What the shit?
Downstairs.
My brain just refuses to work
It's a
now.
crypt. They're dead
okay,
people.
Crypt. You find, and these are all properly labeled. Nothing's been desecrated. And as you venture through, it is damp, kind of what you would expect from being underground and in a crypt. And as you continue to move through, you find that there are 2 coffins with their lids off.
Peek inside.
There is nothing inside. But you
Out
could
of
give.
curiosity, is this like the room to the left is the crypt?
No, you're underneath. Like I said, the map
Okay.
is a nice idea, but we are not really following the map as per the layout of this temple.
I'm going to very carefully turn the coffins over. Make
Give
sure
me
if
a
there's
strength check. No, hang on. I was like, give me a strength check.
16.
No. You
They're
can't
too heavy.
move them. They are too heavy.
Wow. Somebody give me a hand?
I'll help out. Also, the coffee bean?
Sure. They're weird little things.
Before you tip it, can we investigate the inside?
I'm down.
Yes. Investigate the inside.
Yeah, never mind. Fred can't do shit all.
If those gears are hiding in there, they'll fall out.
Kitchen. But another hidden door. Like compartment in the coffin.
Like, is it the full length of the coffin, or is it just a small, like, you put your keys in there when you go to bed or something?
It seems to be a small one, and it seems to be specifically placed where one's chest might rest if they were laying down in the coffin.
Oh. There's a little compartment here around where the stern would be. Should we pop that open, I guess? I'm going to do it. I'll open that. And just try to open it.
Okay. It's not difficult to open. And inside, what you find is a crystallized heart.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We probably want to do something about that.
Break it? I guess. I don't know much about any of this.
I don't know much
Don't
about
know
vampires either. But if this is acting as a phylactery, it could be how he comes back.
If we take it away, will that stop him?
I think we'd have to destroy it, but I don't know. We need someone that knows about these things better. Maybe Orion.
Yeah, he's very smart. He'll be able to know.
Could we check the other coffin and just for the same thing?
Yes, definitely.
Sure.
Did you want another investigation or?
No, you know what you're looking for this time.
Perfect.
But 17 is great.
The highest roll of the night.
And in the second one, same deal or?
Same deal. This one seems to be cracked already. And you're realizing that you could probably determine which one belongs to who.
The cracked one is the starving, pale, big guy. And the other one is the master, probably.
Okay. Why don't we bring these back upstairs? And just confer with everyone else that we want to smash these. These, I don't know. I've never seen these, so I'm just being cautious.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Can I take one more look around the room, see if there's any gear things?
There doesn't seem to be any gears down here.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna start heading up the stairs with the hearts.
Doesn't seem to be anything else out of place down here, right?
Nope, it was just those two things.
All
Everything
right.
else seems to be the way it is with no problems.
Head back up then.
Would it help if we destroy their coffins?
I don't know. They're so heavy I can't turn them over. I mean, I can smash them.
It's damp enough there. Maybe if Val could burn them without burning everything else. We'd have to ask him.
Are the coffins made of stone or wood?
Yep.
Or
They are definitely stone coffins.
Well, shit, that ain't gonna work.
Well, we
I
can at
can
least
smash
make them
them with the hammer.
uncomfortable, and I just start like shredding any lining that's in it.
Actually, I'll go ahead and use my hammer, and I'm gonna smash the head out of each coffin. I don't know if it's gonna do anything, but hey.
Yeah, okay. You managed to crack the coffin, but it is going to take you way too much time to deal with. Just FYI.
Okay. Hopefully the hearts is enough.
If we're already back upstairs, I'm going to go straight to Orion. Orion, I found a couple of hearts. We're kind of thinking breaking them.
Both Orion and I just turned at the same time, like looking at whatever Kitchen has in his hands. It's like those are probably haunted.
Oh,
If you give me 10 minutes, I could look at them a bit better.
I've got time.
Like sitting there holding the book like this, like
Me looking at Val.
do you have time? No, I'm kidding.
Like, are you okay
whatever.
taking a quick break to figure out the whole situation, and then we can go back to the book?
Oh no, you
I'll
guys are
allow
through
it.
the book.
We are done with
Oh,
the
we're
book.
done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
you guys basically were finishing up the last couple pages when they came back up.
That was just me panicking, like, I'm gonna turn away from this book and I'm just gonna hear a whoosh.
I contemplated it. I won't lie. But I
Okay.
can be a nice guy, alright?
We've seen it.
Not often, but we've seen it.
I'm being too nice around you, aren't I? Okay, I understand now. I've done it too much that you've noticed and seen.
I can't say anything as Orion, because Orion has had interesting talks with Val.
Okay, yeah, that's true. No, you know. Okay.
But
Energy vaccine set.
I will take the 2 hearts and sit down and start to ritual cast detect magic on them.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what kind of magic they are.
Sure, you start at you do it, and there's nothing particularly magical about it. It seems to radiate a mix of transmutation and necrotic magic. But for the most part, you're realizing that this might just be what vampire hearts look like when they've been ripped out of their chest.
My brain just had a really bad idea, and I don't think I'm going to act on it.
No, don't put it in somebody's chest.
No. Cornucopia. Weird crystal heart.
Oh. Oh
Eh.
boy.
Oh.
Hey, Demeter, what do you know about vampires? Eh.
Is this how they come back? Do you know that, Orion?
What
Remember
is
she
my
said they-
knowledge of vampires? Do I need to roll history or like?
Yeah, you do. Roll me a history check,
Can I
please.
roll a history check on what I know?
Yes.
Do I get special?
No.
Oh.
Because despite knowing vampires, you are not an expert on vampire
17! Tell me how much of an expert I am now.
And I've got guidance out for Orion.
For
A
Orion?
little extra. Yeah, a little extra.
My dude, I probably don't need it.
I know, but
but
let's push it over the top.
Just some stuff. I know at a 17, it's not like you know everything. I get
So-
that.
that was a 19 plus 7, so 26 plus 4 for 30.
That was a good beam.
You know, right?
That was really good being.
Damn.
Orion is teleported to the past to go through their mind palace about vampires.
It's not even a palace. It's literally just like a bunch of files. It's just a bunch of cabinets that have so much paperwork, but you know where everything is. Alphabetical who.
Wow.
That was wild. Thank you. 30. Holy shit.
Y'all are only level 4. What do you mean 30?
You're talking to Orion.
Shit.
It's what I
is
do.
what it
I'm old and I know shit.
I know. I know. God damn. Alright, anyway. Jesus Christ. Fuck! Yes, you know for a fact that this is just exactly how a vampire heart looks when it has been ripped out of somebody's chest.
So technically, I wasn't wrong with them being haunted, right?
Pardon?
Technically, I wasn't wrong with the idea of the hearts being haunted. I mean, technically, when you think about it, there is something attached to them, and they keep coming back.
You're right, but I wouldn't necessarily call it haunted. It's more like you didn't kill them 100% of the way.
So this is the remaining piece.
Yes.
Okay.
Smash it.
So
Yes. To destroy them?
Orion just kind of like, if they had facial expressions, it would have just gone like slack for a bit, going through their mental filing cabinet.
He's poking you like, did he stop? Is he okay?
I
Okay,
wonder if he
so
knocks, he'll say he's home.
sounds kind of hollow when you knock. You're not sure why.
Are we sure he's
I know
looking for
why.
someone?
So, sorry. It's been a while since I've learned anything new about vampires. From what I remember, that is usually what happens when a heart is removed from a vampire. So if they're still coming back, that might be the tether doing so.
So do we smash them?
Sounds like a yes from me.
That
Same.
I'm ready.
Let's test it with the one
I'm
that's
happy
already
to smash
fractured.
him. I got a
Yes.
hammer.
That's a great idea, you.
hey, Manrik, batter up. And I'm just gonna kind of like toss one into the air and see if he can baseball swing it, see what happens.
I'll give it a shot, sure.
My
Give
question
me
is,
an athletics check.
Is the hammer treated like a baseball bat or like a golf club?
A baseball
Ooh.
bat.
But when you
14,
think
probably not
that's-
great.
Okay.
I just wanted to
Well,
ask.
you connect with it, and now I need you to roll me a d8, please.
6. And if I get to add my strength, that's 4.
Nope. So somehow, nobody is sure how, you baseball swing at the first heart, which is the cracked one, and it somehow winds up behind you to the left, and shatters against the wall. You're pretty sure you're not gonna get that lucky with the one that isn't already cracked.
Well,
Set
that's
that one on the
why.
ground and just wail on
Yeah,
it.
set that one on the
That's
ground first.
that's why I tossed the cracked one. Here you go. Do with it what you will.
I could always test heating it up.
Oh yeah. Let's see what happens when you cook it.
Oh my god. Are you
Crack
all
it
just a
Okay.
bunch of
Egg.
pyros? Are you
Well-
all just a bunch of pyros with the exception of Fred, who I'm 90% sure would probably burst into flames if anybody came close to her with a torch?
No, I'm not a pyro. I'm literally just born this way. It's a character trait at this point. I don't know what
I'm
to tell you.
intrigued. That's all.
Maybe
We have
he's
I'd be
bored
intrigued
with
by
it.
the idea of
Maybe it's
Queen
pyrotechnics.
torching it.
I guess the question is, Orion, do you know what happens if you heat up a vampire heart? No? Okay, obviously
Wait.
he needs it from his book.
Do I know? With that
No.
roll? Okay, cool. Orion takes out their book
Because
and
don't
is
think
ready to
anybody
go.
has ever tried. Like,
Listen.
you honest to God do not believe that anybody has ever tried to heat up a vampire heart.
Well, we
Right,
are
why not?
creating
Scientific.
science today.
We're
Is
doing
this
science today.
This is
and
not
then
science you want to lick.
think about it as an egg.
Oh my
is
god.
this going to purify the temple or cause more issues?
Getting
It
Or
should
burning out
purify.
evil.
fire can purify.
Okay, I want to be far away from you.
Oh, there's my pen.
I'm not anything if a man that can be easily intrigued.
I
Kinda lets me light
head out
something
to the
on
door.
fire. So
Can't believe that this is how this is gonna go.
I head out the door. I don't want to
And
see
I
this.
stand ready to smash it if something strange happens.
okay.
Sure.
Same.
Hey,
Yep.
Val, how are you heating up this heart?
So we're putting it in the hand. Sorry. Let me look at my character sheet. Oh yeah, I can do produce flame. Should I? Okay, now here's the thing, because I'm an idiot. That's fine. Oh. On occasion, I'm an idiot on occasion. But from farther away or in hand. If I die from this, I'm leaving.
Probably
One thing
don't
we
want to
should-
hold it if you can produce the flame without.
If you can do it
Contact.
further away, do it further away.
Okay.
I do have one idea before we burn it.
All right.
Toss it outdoors into the sun.
Yeah, but what if something does happen when it hits the sun?
I mean, I want something to happen to it.
Is
What
it
if it
even?
heals it?
It's a
Did not
vampire.
get here at night? Did we get here at night?
There was daylight in
Oh,
the
yeah,
door
what
when
time
we
of day
first
is it?
walked in.
Correct.
I don't know how long it's been since then.
Yeah, that's also my question because we had a big fight.
Orion would know what time it is because of keen mind. What time is it currently?
Time is a misty hour.
Oh god. It is
He says dinner time. We've all got to roll for initiative and we're in trouble.
That's what we're gonna hear when we open the door to the kitchen. You're just gonna hear, "It's dinner time!" Roll
Little
for
ding.
initiative.
Orders up. Oh, good. The ingredients
writes.
are here.
Intelligent.
like that, Sarah. I don't like that at all.
Jesus.
Locked in the room is the whole staff of the Iron Chef show.
Gordon Ramsay's here. He's
Yeah,
calling us.
he's just yelling at you. Calls you a donkey.
They'll take 50 psychic damage and are dead.
I'm sorry. One of you asked me a question, and I
Yeah.
wanted.
What time is it?
What time of day is it?
Midday. It's midday. Oh my god.
All right, tossing it outside will not benefit us right now.
You asked me what fucking time of the day it was, and my brain just fucking shut down. I was like,
So how wouldn't it
If
work?
it's midday,
Okay, this is funny when she's
That's
tired.
the perfect
outside.
time to pitch the thing out in the dirt.
I could almost
yeah,
picture the
it's
little like scrolly wheel.
yeah.
The hamsters running
such
trash.
a loading wheel.
Maddie's hitting Control Alt Delete as hard as she can.
Yep. What time is it?
It's like
Bing.
we're almost ready. You just see it loading. Huh. Record scratch.
Yep.
You know,
Okay, so
jazz
Like-
music stops. It's
jot
great.
down the day, the time, experiment, heating crystalline vampire heart. And I'm just kind of watching
let's-
this interaction
Let's
with my
actually
book
do
out,
this
like,
outside so that we don't burn the temple down,
Shoot, yeah,
and
let's go outside.
and we'll see what happens if the heart's in the
Carry it
sunlight.
home for a while.
is there... Yeah.
And the first thing I'll do is toss it out in the sun.
Okay, you toss it out in the sun, and it sits there.
Perfect. I'm gonna
Nothing
produce flame.
seems to happen.
Perfect. Boring. Produce flame.
Heat it up.
It's now a hot rock.
Nice.
Not to be
I can
confused
that.
with pop rocks, which are more entertaining.
Honestly. All right, who's gonna take a bite of the crystal heated heart? One of y'all's got strong teeth. I'm sure of it.
I would, but I
You
wouldn't be
going
able to
back
tell you how
the
it tastes.
kitchen to see if he's got a mouth like a nutcracker.
I would, but there's no mouth.
Ah,
There's
never
just
mind
the
either.
facade of one.
I don't want to eat something that was sentient.
Are
You
you
know,
sure?
that's a
I'm
really
pretty
interesting way to word that, because most food was at one point sentient.
Is this you telling
Okay,
us
intelligent.
that Yugen is a vegan?
Also,
No, I don't want to eat something
same-
that was intelligent.
same hat. Most animals are intelligent.
You know
about
what I
to read you
mean.
for filth. It's just time to become a vegetarian, Yugen. It's fine.
I mean,
Don't
I'm
want
sure
to
kitchen
eat
has
something
some
that
lovely
was
recipes that
maybe
include
have been
leeks
human.
and spices. It'll be great.
druids, I've heard say even the plants have some sentience. So
Time to eat dirt. It's fine. We're evolving.
I'm hydrated, but I just never
Dirt.
eat.
Listen, I've got a character who would thrive in that setting. All right.
You're not wrong.
Yugen enjoys his steak too much. He won't give that up.
Okay, continue. We're heating the rock.
Okay. As you work on heating said rock, you you smell what smells like cooking flesh. Despite its crystal appearance, it is still a heart and an organ. And
like-
so you are basically just cooking the heart.
Perfect.
I mean, that should make it unusable.
Until such a time as you have 100% cooked the heart.
Does it?
Like medium
No,
rare
would
or
you say
like
this is totally
well
cooked?
done?
Well, I
Let
think
me
it
do
would
the
have to
finger
be
test.
very, very well done so that it's hard and goes into dust.
And then I'm gonna smash it.
Okay, so forgot on the grill done.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, talk
That
about
last
black market.
burger that
The
somebody
Daily
forgot.
Award. Got it.
Okay, so we we char the heart.
Perfect. So that was a lot more boring than I expected. All right, we can probably just smash it.
Could
Yeah,
I
I'll smash it.
could I season it
Are you gonna
Yeah.
try
with a?
eating this? Are
No,
you
no,
try and
no,
feed
no.
this heart to somebody?
Not to eat, but they're holy spices, and it's an undead heart. So
Oh yeah, I mean that wouldn't be horrible.
Yes, a man of food god.
uh, my Hestia spices,
Yeah, I mean,
just a little extra.
uh-huh. Seems to
There's no way
be
it's gonna beat the Dex check.
kind of spicy, as it were.
Excellent.
Do you do one of these from
Oh
your
yeah,
elbow?
like Salt Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comes off his elbow and it's like holy glitter going down onto the heart.
So at this point, is the second heart destroyed?
Yes.
Okay. Do we notice any visible changes to the area now that both have been destroyed? Or does
Yeah.
the area feel different because there was that weird air around?
Yes. Everything feels at peace, as it were. Matter of fact, the temple seems to be not radiating light, but seems to be more welcoming. And something you might perhaps see yourself visiting later.
Oh,
Is
definitely.
is the like grime peeling away, or
It doesn't seem to be just like sloughing off,
Mhm.
but it seems to almost cure itself, I guess is how I want to term that. Yeah.
So
It just
it's just no longer dirty?
yeah, it's slowly making it like it's slowly cleaning itself, almost as if whatever it was that was preventing it from doing so has fled, and all of the magics that were originally there to properly upkeep the temple are
Mhm.
back in full force.
Orion is going to go back inside and look for the acolyte.
I was like, do we just hear a cheer from the girl inside?
No, you do not.
Oh.
But she is just working away still. Like she is exactly where you left her. Still talking to Callus.
Does she look like she eats?
Yes,
Okay.
but it doesn't look like she's ate well.
I mean, the kitchen is closed off.
I'm right here. Oh, never mind.
The room, not the.
You've been very closed off today, kitchen. Are you okay?
Now
You
it's
feeling
time
all
to
right?
find the rest of the kitchen. Or find the rest of the key to the kitchen.
I feel like just a part of me's missing. I don't know. It's like it's behind a locked door.
However, now that the light is shining through, Orion, as you're walking by the reliefs, you actually see two gears that have been hidden behind them. So caught up in where it used to be dark, there was no way you were going to see them.
I'm going to take the two gears and slide them into my sleeve and not say anything for a little bit. And I'm going to talk to our acolyte friend.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be searching the other rooms that I find for the gears.
That's the plan.
And anything else I happen to find.
Do you mind if I take a bit more of your time?
What do you want?
Well, could we start? Would you mind standing up?
I have to do my work.
I know. I'd like to show you something that actually involves your work. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm trying to help.
She does not trust you. Matter of fact, she even tilts her head, almost as if she's listening to somebody else talk, and just shakes her head no.
What if I help you quickly clean off the rest of these reliefs? Would you give me a minute?
The last time a stranger came to this temple, we were attacked. So no.
The last time I came through here, this temple wasn't here.
She gives you like a really weird look before her mind jumps to a conclusion you probably weren't expecting, and she is now cowering in fear before you. I swear, I did everything he asked. I was good. Please, please just let me stay and clean, and everything will be fine, and nobody will know. Nobody will know anything happened here.
Orion is just going to plop down on the ground, crisscross applesauce, and pull out not his notebook, but the book they've been sketching in, and he's gonna put it on the ground in front of him, and just start drawing the outside of the temple slowly being cleaned after the hearts were destroyed.
Okay.
And just your temple is being cleansed. It's returning to its old self. It really is quite the sight to see.
She
And
is still
slide the photo over in front of her.
sure. She looks at it, but given the fact that you are wearing a mask and you said that the last time you came through here the temple wasn't there,
Mm-hmm.
she has come to the determination that you are also a vampire.
Lovely. There's really no good way for me to confirm or deny that I'm not a vampire because of this. This doesn't come off. There is no mouth for there to be teeth. Yep. But hey,
You cannot explain away this fear.
I'm not worried about it.
And you are pretty sure that if you were able to send the other acolytes and priests that were from this place originally back to her, somebody is going to be able to help her. But she is not leaving this temple.
No, that's fine. Well, madness takes us all in different ways. You've been through a lot. When things finish cleaning themselves around you, at least promise me to take a step outside.
If all of my duties are done, then perhaps. But for now, I must get back to work.
We will try and find help for you. And I will leave the drawing of the temple there and wait for Yugen to finish searching the rest of the temple.
Yugen, you do not find the other 2 gears. Because
Okay,
somebody else has already found them, not that you know.
Do I find anything else of interest?
You do not.
Hmm.
But I can tell how badly the party wants to get into that kitchen.
Yes. So I come back to Grim just like, guys, I can't find those gears anywhere. We've only found 2 so far. Has anybody
Why?
kitchen you find any more?
Wait. Why are you looking for gears? We're looking for gears?
Oh yeah, you were distracted with the book. There is a box or a control box hidden in a desk out front that will supposedly allow us to access the kitchen.
And we need gears for it.
Yes.
Like these?
Yet? How long have you had those?
A bit.
A bit.
I thought they were interesting, so I picked them up. No one ever said anything about gears. I just thought they were interesting mechanical something or other.
He had the gears. He had the gears the whole time. Of course he had the gears the whole time. Yeah, no, that's great. Can I borrow those?
Sure. Here you go.
Wanders out to the desk and starts fiddling with them to put them in the right order to get it to work.
Yo, this man's about to have an aneurysm, I swear to God. Alright. You managed to repair the mechanism in the desk. And in doing so, you successfully fix the mechanism. And as you start fiddling with it, you notice that the door starts to open. And as the door opens, what you are faced with instead is a face full of smoke.
Unexpected.
That might not be good.
I'm
Doesn't
sorry.
bother me
A
none.
face full of what?
Smoke.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just couldn't hear it.
It's okay. Yes, but it is a face full of smoke. And as you wait for the smoke to clear, you start to see through the haze that it is whatever is left of this kitchen is not usable. It was clearly set on fire before the mechanism was broken.
Ugh.
I feel like
Now-
we should root through the rubble.
Just be careful. There was supposed to be something in here.
That's very true. Holds war pick at the ready. Enters kitchen cautiously.
As you start to investigate this stuff, it is kind of clear to you that whatever it was in here that whatever it was that was attacking him is no longer active. It may have been something as simple as a broom of like a broom of or an animated broom or whatever.
Yo, those things are nasty.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are. And yeah, so that is all it is. And they are in decimated pieces on the floor.
Could we
By the
do a
time-
once over?
By the time the smoke clears out, it is clear that whatever was in this room before, none of it's usable at all.
Well, that's a shame.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Continues looking just out of spite.
Well, there are your rolls.
Yeah, seriously, right?
There is nothing salvageable in this thing. Sorry.
Oh well, we tried.
All right. Well, I suppose we've cleansed the temple. So we have need of rest before we continue on with searching for the bandits.
Yeah, I could certainly do with a good long rest.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'd offer to cook in the kitchen,
But
but I
there's
can't.
nothing left of it.
Yes.
That kitchen is unusable.
Kind of breaks my heart to see it that way, but it is what it is.
And as you settle in to take a rest outside of the temple, this is where we're gonna call it for the night because oh man, today was not a fun day at work. But there was no way we weren't playing tonight. So
real quick before we take a rest, and I'm going to forget this by next week, so I'm just going to throw it out there. Orion is going to go find a strip of cloth from something and go sweep up the shattered remains of the heart inside and wrap it in a bag.
Okay.
And just kind of throw it in their bag.
Okay.
I will say I did actually take at least one largish sized chunk of the charred one from outside.
Okay.
Y'all about to become like the big bad at the end because you've gathered all these things and it's like the seventh prophecy or something, and then you're just gonna get
Sounds
struck
like
by
it.
lightning.
If we gather enough of these together and dump them into a pile, a flumph appears.
Cool. Great. Dope, as Alex would say. So, without further ado, we'd like to thank our sponsor, D&D Beyond. That is D, the letter N, dbeyond.com. It's a wonderful repository for anything and everything 5e. I'd like to thank my players. I am so sorry October has been such a crapshoot for us playing games. Hopefully things are going to be a little bit more relaxed and this won't be such a problem in the future. Are you guys still running a game on Friday, Otter?
The Friday game is currently on break while the party and DM take care of some life stuff. I think we'll be picking up back up in like a month or so.
Beauty. Okay, cool. So they're on break. Saturday night is currently still on break. We've had a party member leave us due to IRL things, and so we are on the quest for a new party member ourselves. And also because my Saturdays are just straight fucked for the entire month of October. And since I'm the streamer, kind of hard to have a game without the streamer. Sunday is still very
Sunday
nice.
comes back on Halloween. for a one-shot before we go back into the campaign in November.
How incredibly spoopy. Monday we'll have another episode of the Troubleshooters where you guys are going to deal with some combat. I saw.
We are big scared. We're level 7, looking at a CR-21 Lich, and he's mad.
Wow, who would have guessed? Tuesday we'll have another episode of The World at War, which is Scion. Wednesday will be another episode of Falskallen Knights, and I am so excited for that campaign. JT has been talking my ear off about what he's planning, and you guys are in for a treat. So if you are behind on Falskallen Knights, you guys really need to get caught up. Assuming nothing bad happens on my way home next week, we should be playing with another episode of a Knight's Ransom. We are not playing the Stolen Cities. Holy shit, I am tired. So yeah, we will be back next week with another episode of A Knight's Ransom, where more things unfold, and we see the return of Kark, who is going after who he believes to be the love of his life. What, Otter?
For the Tuesday game, I was given this information recently. Make sure go check it out. They are actually nearing the climax of their game.
Woo!
So things are heating up. Things are getting real interesting.
Fantastic. All right. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, we are still in the middle of a pandemic. Doesn't matter if you're double vaxxed or not. If you are doing things like taking public transit, dealing with other people in regular settings, please remember to maintain social distance when you can. Wear your mask, wash your hands, be kind to one another, and remember, roar for initiative. Have a good night.
Right.